I'm also a Min guy too, so.
Oh, word. Okay, yeah.
Yeah, you know, I'm one of those people who look at the game from a more like innovative standpoint. So like, I felt like when Ultimate came out that we needed an ARMS representative, just given how much we played ARMS before. So I was like, oh, this character should be here. So I just didn't know that she would be here like this. Regardless,
I wanted Springman, bro.
And Springman would have been I was a Twin Tail guy. Okay, with that information.
I mean, listen, I'm not shocked.
Yes.
And that you do anything with that information that you want, bro.
There it is, man. Here we go, man. First game is here, ApolloKage. Now, we talked a little bit about him as we kind of wrapped up the last match right before the break. And, you know, one of the best snakes in the world, in my personal opinion, maybe the second best snake in the business. Best one certainly in the country. So we're going to see a little bit of that here in a moment. Mega Man getting ready to exit stage left there. And yes, that's right. It is the soldier upon us.
That was a fully charged Ram. That was devastating. But something about ApolloKage that I really absolutely adore is that my man is always going to tournaments. It could be a regional, it could be a major, it could be a weekly local. He is going to tournaments, and he is constantly, like, in bracket, bro.
Yeah, no doubt. I mean, he's just hungry.
Yeah.
I mean, and no matter, like, what part of the, community that you're on, like, whether you've been here day one or, like, day 301, like, you got to remain hungry to the very end. And
absolutely. That's the only way you can, like, strive to become better. You got to put yourself in those situations.
My boy ApolloKage is in a situation for sure. Great roll through the explosion. Nair through the grenade right here. Loving the resiliency and just the footwork right now from Raru. Whoa.
Yeah, Raru trying to style on him right now. Completely just overwhelming. It feels like, like ApolloKage's got to be the one to play a little bit more aggressive in this type of matchup, but Raru's the one that's just constantly running in there, getting dash attacks, connecting a lot of these like tricky little hits, and that C4 actually dropped to the ground in the middle of the stage, so you got to be able to pay attention to that in the long run.
Okay. I've got to pay attention to this up tilt as well. Nice, and the 3-frame down air coming through off stage. Of course, a little late to the party at 130%. I'd imagine this stock is on borrowed time, and it most definitely is. Okay.
You hesitated.
I had to pause. You said that was a comma, not a period. I was like,
yeah.
most definitely.
Yeah. That was a semicolon, bro.
It was.
All right, coming back in, we got another character coming up, Steve Galore. It's kind of like funny to see that like Snake to Steve pipeline is actually real.
It is. It is.
Like no son of mine's gonna be playing Snake. I know what that leads to.
That's right. You're OD. No, but all jokes aside, I mean there is definitely some data there to be crunched. Coming through with the dash attack. Nair on the way back up just to cover the get up option at the ledge. Raru, you animal.
Getting his animalistic instincts off of that down throw, connects the up B, super jump punch, sweet spot, gonna nail a game there for Raru, up 1-0.
1-0, and a very definitive game number one, I will say. I mean, of course, ApolloKage fought back the best that he could, but Mega Man to kick the game off, I don't mind that. I get it. Lemons can really control the pacing of a match. You got the leaf shield. There's a lot of things that Mega Man can do that demands a lot of respect too. Down there, down there your shield. You ain't doing nothing, bro. But the fact remains the same. Once Mega Man was out the picture, I feel like the task at hand maybe just was a little much for Snake.
Yeah.
Just a wee bit.
Now, maybe I just like spaced it out or something, but what was his third character? Was it Mario?
I believe so.
Okay, it was Mario. I just didn't. I think I just forgot Mario was on screen for a second. But Captain Falcon's definitely a new pick.
Didn't last long.
Yeah, we're starting off with it too. Somebody
turned the lights on.
I was gonna say it got a little brighter in here.
I was looking like an unlockable character from Mortal Kombat, bro.
Yeah,
you step out the Johnny Cage.
Yeah, here he is. Oh, there he is, man. Is that Scorpion in Smash?
Right, noob Cybot.
Hit the up, down, down, left, right. Unlock the character. Oh, there we go.
Okay. Alrighty, here we go, friends. Yes, and it's the circus, Barnum and Bailey. Jesus. I mean, we are getting juggled.
Yeah. I mean, that.
Fight back.
I feel. Fight back.
Fight back.
Falcon, fight back.
Fight back.
Fight back, please.
He's trying. This has always been a tough one for, well, I ain't going to say always, but between Smash 4 and then this game, this has been kind of a tougher one for Captain Falcon. I remember talking to Fatality back in the day about it. He said he always felt like it was 60-40 at the worst, maybe 55-45, in Mario's favor.
Yeah.
It's still very doable. And, of course, I'm crunching these numbers in squash strike of all plays as if it actually matters. But the fact remains the same here, Still looking pretty good for the most part. Not a lot of percent separating these two. Down tilt. A trade that did not go in the favor of ApolloKage, man. That's like when you trade, like, base set Charizard for I don't know.
Full
bro.
art Umbreon.
For potion.
For potion.
For potion. That's one of them trades, man.
From Bill.
My
man said draw two.
Draw two, bro. Oh, my God. One of these two right here going to be drawing up a W, depending on the way this one all plays out. It stands right now. Raru, of course, being a little bit more of the aggressor, but ApolloKage answering back in a big way, breaking that zone. You got to get your tool set up, ApolloKage.
Yeah.
What you doing?
And this is going to be a completely different matchup than the previous one, right? Because I feel like Mario vs. Falcon was definitely just a bunch of up airs, low percentages. Now, this is more of just like way longer zoning, right? Like either with your hands or with your projectiles coming out here from Steve. We're going to see who's going to be able to close this out. First, got a little bit of an advantage here coming out from ApolloKage, but Raru immediately swaps that out, but that's okay. We're Steve. We're going to be able to recover pretty easily. We just slide right back down into home base.
Yep, I'm in the DMs, bro.
Yeah.
Here it is. TNT in the corner, down smash. I love that covering both. Oh, my.
Jeez Louise. That was a disaster waiting to happen. It still worked out, though. We still got that kill from that forward smash, man. And now we got Snake. Again, here's the main for the anchor.
That's right. Best Snake in the country right here is upon us. Okay. Now, if you can cook with grenades, you might actually be in a good spot here. Might take a little bit of percent to try to get that stock taken, and then it'll just be you versus the Luigi. Up smash.
Up
tilt.
Dude, the shield pressure on that up tilt, like that up tilt did so many different things, right? It was like hitting the opponent, it was forcing out the shield to get whittled down a bit, forcing out a jump, that next missile to come out, so Raru had to do something in that situation.
I thought for sure we were going to see after the first two up smashes a throw in the corner, but great situational awareness right there on Robert to not get hit with that, but not great enough to avoid the boot. And here it is, friends. Both players right here on their respective mains.
Oh, no. Yeah, so we are, if I'm Apollo, I am
no way.
That down tilt?
I think I guess it wouldn't have mattered if he sticky Luigi or if he dropped it. Was he trying to stick?
I think, I'm not sure, but that was definitely a true combo. Because what I was going to say is that Snake can pull out a grenade to disrupt combos, which we saw in the beginning of that combo starter from Luigi versus Snake. So the fact that a grenade did not come out signifies that that was a true combo, which is great awareness coming out from Raru.
I mean, and
follow up on that.
Yeah, I mean, both players, of course, home sweet home with their mains, but also to be able to, crunch numbers like that on the platforms of all places, that's scary to do because you have this much space between you, and whoever presses a button the quickest is probably going to be the one that's going to do the damage.
Brother, if dogs can do geography before they go for did I say geography?
I think so.
Geometry? Which one's the math one?
Well, they do both.
Okay.
They know a little geography too.
A little bit, yeah, a little bit of both. That's why I failed it in class. I always confused the two.
Public schooling.